Hi Musers, so I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who has watched the podcast or listened or subscribed to the channel, just anything. Right now, I have 963 subscribers to the channel and, almost to 1,000, which for a lot of people is nothing, but I guess, it's a milestone for any channel. And so, and I just wanted to come on and just show that I'm really grateful, to you guys, to especially those who keep coming back and keep commenting. I really, 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 really appreciate it. I just want you guys to know, because I started the podcast 2 years ago during lockdown in April of 2020. And, starting a podcast is hard, and, you don't know if anyone's going to listen to it and stuff. So, first of all, I'm the fact that 2 years later, I'm still working on the podcast is big for me, because I have ADHD and it's really hard for me to keep at something. Sometimes after a while, it's I will move on to another thing, especially when, and then, as far as content creation, when you don't have that many subscribers, sometimes it's hard to keep going, because you're okay, well, no one's watching, so what's the point, right? Because you make the content so people can watch it. But, I still, even though I didn't have that many people listening or watching, I still, just the few that I would get, the few comments and stuff kind of helped encourage me to keep going, because, sometimes I was maybe I should just not do it anymore, no one cares and stuff, and, just that's why I really appreciate people who will actually comment and stuff, because I see you guys, and it helps me just getting your feedback kind of helps me just to know that you guys are out there, and just to keep going, because it's really hard to talk about it, but I guess some of you might relate that. Well, I have, I deal with mental health issues and stuff, and, depression and anxiety, and it's hard to talk about, but, you deal with those kind of feelings, especially with depression of what's the point, and, don't cry. And you kind of think of what's the point, or no one cares, so I just want to thank you guys, because I love Muse. I love music. Music makes life better. That's why I'm wearing this shirt. It's a great organization, so you should check them out. But, Muse has really helped me a lot. And that's one reason I love them so much. It's not just their music, but, just they've probably helped you. Sorry. Their music has helped me through a lot. I started the podcast because I love talking about Muse, but also I just don't know that many people in person who just are as passionate, as I am about them. And, I started the podcast, hopefully, hoping that, I could connect with other people who love Muse as much as me, because I know there are out there. I know you guys are out there, but I just haven't met, and, it's hard to meet them in person. So it's been really great to connect with, other musers from around the world, and just other great, so super talented ones, Lau and Andre, and just other ones who, drawing is my muse. Can't take my eyes off of Muse. All these great are really talented musers. It's great to connect with them, and they're in different countries, and I probably would not have been able to do that if I hadn't have this podcast, and I didn't make these videos, using their content and stuff, with their permission. So I'm just I just hope you guys know that I am very grateful for just you guys taking the time to watch the content and engage, and just especially when I'm on the live stream, I appreciate it. And anyone who has come on the podcast, Crystal and Gary, and my next little Matt Bellamy, and his whole family. I appreciate you guys, and I have another guest on a episode I recorded a few months ago about absolution. It's gonna come out, guys. I'm sorry, it's just a very long episode, but Clay, he's on there, and I appreciate everyone who's taking the time to, come on there, and I just want you guys to know that, because I feel like that's something that we don't do a lot. Sorry, I'm a very sentimental person, but I feel like that's something that we don't do a lot in society. I think it's just kind of share gratitude or appreciation for people. It's a lot of like negative stuff about how we don't like certain things, and I feel like it's good for people to know that they're appreciated, because I feel like a lot of people don't show that until the person dies, and I hate that. It's like once that person dies, all of a sudden it's like, oh, everyone's like, oh my god, they were so amazing, they were so great, and I'm just like, why didn't you say that when they were alive? Like, I think they would have liked to have heard that, so yeah, I'm sorry, I was trying not to cry. Very sentimental. It's probably why I love Muse. Their music makes you feel a lot. And yeah, I just want to thank you guys so much. And hopefully I grow, the podcast grows, because I know there's a lot of musers, and I see them all at concerts. There's thousands of them. So it would just be cool to, hopefully, make this like bigger. I want to, I have ideas for other interviews I want to do. I want to get some people on here for interviews. So yeah, but in order to do that, it'd be easier if I had like, if more people listen to the podcast, if the numbers were bigger, because sadly, that's important when you're inviting guests on. They need big numbers. So that's why, it's really helpful. Any little like or subscription or follow on Instagram, it helps the podcast. That's one way you can help. If you like the podcast, just any of those things. Sorry if I look like a mess. Yeah, that's it. Sorry. If you watch this whole video, I really appreciate it. I know it's not really like a muser, all about Muse. It's more sentimental. So, but if you did, let me know that you watched the whole thing by writing the word perfume in your comment. Perfume. If you don't write perfume, I'm going to know that you didn't watch the whole video. So if you did watch the whole video, write perfume in your comment. And I really appreciate, again, like really, 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 like I wish I could give you guys all a hug, and I wish I could meet you guys and we could all hang out and just enjoy Muse together and watch their live DVDs and stuff. Cause yeah, like it's just hard to find other fans that are as passionate, and it'd be cool to like hang out. But in case I can't meet all of you, I just wanted you to know that I'm really grateful for, like I said, any little support that you give and time listening to a podcast or watching video, because there's so much content out there. That's why it's kind of hard when you make content like podcasts and YouTube videos, because it's like there's so much, and the fact that you take the time to like spend time on this content that I create, it's like, oh my gosh, it's really nice. So thank you. And last night I actually was out with friends. We were like eating like outdoors, and I saw a car like across the street. He was at a stoplight. There was a guy like banging, like just jamming hard to take a bow, like he was blasting it from the car, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's like going hard. I'm like, oh my gosh, we could be friends. I was just like, I wanted to like reach out to that person, like, oh my gosh, someone who loves Muse that much, because they were so passionate, like just jamming out to take a bow. I'm like, we need to be friends. And then stop red light, and then they like kept going, and I was like, oh no, my friend my potential friend left. But I don't see that much, so that's why when I saw that person like rocking out hard to take a bow, I was like, oh my gosh, another muser. So yeah, they're hard to find. And again, I hope thank you. That's the only thing I want you to take away, the main thing I want you to take away from this video, that I'm very, very thankful. You guys really helped me to like just keep going, keep making more content when sometimes I feel like no one likes my content, or that it's pointless, when you have a messed up brain, you have depression, you have a lot of those thoughts. They come very easily. So your comments and interactions really help. So thank you so much. And, thank you for also being patient for the content that I put out, because I have other stuff recorded. And it's just taking me a while because I work a lot. So thank you for your patience. And I'll shut up now. Try not to ramble. And I will talk to you guys next time.